Hey everyone, Chris with the Kentucky Woodsman's Channel. Well, I can honestly say when I come to you in this video, I'm in a situation. It's January the 6th, 2022, and I'm currently stuck on Pine Mountain on the Virginia side near US 23. The snow has fell since about 2 o'clock this afternoon. It's got the roads pretty much shut down. Seeing a little traffic here and there, but not a whole lot. I am actually in my little work car, and it's not going up the mountain. I'm stuck. Supposedly, I have a ride coming, but don't know when they'll get here. If they can get here, I'm hoping they can. They are in a four-wheel drive, and unfortunately, I don't have my truck with me this time. I am prepared to stay the night here if I need to. I have pulled off at a convenience store. I barely made it up to this convenience store on the side of the mountain, and they're going to be closing early, so I'm going to go in here and pick up a couple of food items just in case. But my car is well stocked. I have plenty of blankets. Well, I have a blanket, and I have plenty of warm clothes in here. I have plenty of power. I've got my RAV Power battery bank. I've got a full tank of gas in the car. I should be ready if I need to stay the night. Let's hope that doesn't happen, but if it does, it does. You just got to be prepared for this when you live in the Appalachian Mountains. I should have drove my truck today. Not really quite sure why I didn't. I guess I kind of half-heartedly didn't believe the weatherman. Guess what? He was right this time. So we're going to take stock of what I've got here in the truck, just to make sure, or in the car rather, to make sure I've got everything I need. And if I'm lucky, I'll have a ride come by in 2 or 3 hours. If I'm not so lucky, I'm camping in the car. So stick with us. I'll be back to check on y'all in just a few minutes. Okay, I've taken stock of my items. I've got a blanket here in the trunk of the car. I've got in the back seat, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I got plenty of high protein food and carbs and water. I've got a jacket, I've got a sweatshirt, I got shirts, I got fridge snacks. Excuse the messy car, but I've just ransacked it. As you can see, there's a few cars moving, but most of them, when they start heading up the hill, they start slowing down. This is my little work car, and it is not meant for these types of conditions. I am, like I said, I'm pulled off the side of the road. I barely made it here. I had 2 mountains I had to come up before I got to Pine Mountain, and literally I spun all the way to the top, and I was having to rock the car back and forth to get it to where it's at now. There is no going over Pine Mountain in this car anyway. Hopefully I will have a ride eventually. Don't know when it'll be, but we'll see. Check back with you shortly. Hey everyone, checking back in with you. I'm over here, was going to check the roads out. I don't know if you can see it because you really can't see the road, but there is absolutely no blacktop showing. at all. I just talked to my potential ride, and he is on his way, but he's still about probably an hour out. So hopefully with his four-wheel drive, we can at least get, or I can at least get to a point that somebody can pick me up. My son may possibly come on the Razor, on his Razor out to the main road to get me. But you know, I've done a lot of driving in snow. I spent a lot of time in Alberta, Canada, and British Columbia between 2011 and 2015. I've driven through blizzards. I have driven through some bad road conditions. Probably worse than what we have here right now. And just to be quite honest with you, it's kind of flat there where I was at. And when I never really had any problems, but when you throw these mountain roads in, everything changes. And this little Chevy Cruze, my little work car, it's a little tank, and it usually goes pretty good, but it's not going in this. I literally had to just kind of rock the car back and forth to get up two smaller mountains before I got to here where I'm at. And now I'm at the base of Pine Mountain, which rises in elevation to about, I think it's 2,500 feet. And it's pretty steep with a curve in it. So I never would have made it. Four-wheel drives still seem to be going pretty good. See the state police out. But this little car just ain't gonna do it. So, like I said, hopefully my ride will be able to make it here, and hopefully we'll be able to get on over the mountain with four-wheel drive, and at least I can get picked up by my son on his Razor at the main road. Let this be a lesson to you, to me especially. Listen to the weatherman. Even if you don't think he's right, there's always that chance that he might be. And I typically trust the weatherman. But most of the time when they start talking about major snowstorms, they end up fizzling out before they get here where we're at. This one just hasn't. The snow is still falling. I don't know if you can see it. It's not near as big a flakes, so maybe we have hit the max and it's starting to slow down. I hope that's the case at least. But like I said, I'm not in danger. I'm not in a situation where I'm worried about my life or anything like that. Matter of fact, I'm in about as good a place as I can be. I've got plenty of supplies. I could stay right here in this parking lot all night if I need to. And that may still happen. You know, my ride might not be able to get here. I think he will, but he might not. So we'll just sit tight until we see if he can make it. And if he can make it, we will lock the car down, grab the supplies, and switch them over to another vehicle and hope we can get across the mountain. I'll be back with you in a little bit for an update. Back for another update. Well, still waiting on my ride. I tried to call him there a few minutes ago and didn't get an answer. I hope that's not a bad sign. The snow was back falling pretty heavy again. So we may not have reached the peak of the snow. We may still have more coming. We'll just have to see. But hopefully I'll still make it home sometime tonight. We'll just have to see. Here comes cavalry, folks. Nothing like a jacked up Chevrolet to get you home. I'm gonna jump in here and see if we can get across Pine Mountain. Well, I'm in the truck with my buddy, and we're Getting ready to start up the mountain. As you can see, the 18-wheelers are all stopped. They're not going to be able to make it, they don't think, evidently. The road doesn't seem as bad as it did. Looks like the snowplow's been through here, but it's still a solid sheet of ice under all this. So we're heading up the mountain now. Like I said, we got a rise to 2,500 feet. We'll see how it goes. See you on the other side. I don't know if you can see it or not, but we got one that slid off the road into the ditch over here. The police is with him. Hairy conditions, folks. Chevrolet's still climbing.
Looks like they were in the ditch bad.
Yeah, they went all the way to the other side.
We're about to the top now.
Getting there. The little cruise would have never made it up this.
It done its best though.
It tried. I didn't think I was ever going to get up the first two little hills coming in to here. Four-wheel drive, let her fly. Four-wheel high, let her fly. Well, we're about to peek out at the top here. This gas station's at the very top of the mountain. Somebody over there on a four-wheeler doing...
They having a good time.
He's having a big time. Now we get to start down the other side.
Might be just as hairy.
It could be worse. Slow and steady wins the race, just remember. Fun stuff. It's an adventure. You gotta live it sometimes, I guess.
Yes, sir.
Unfortunately, you get to live it whether you want to sometimes.
See that one? There's another one right
over there. His battery's about dead, looks like. Another one on down through here. Now the road is quite a bit straighter than it used to be, but it's still got curves in it, and it's still steep, and it's still slick as snot right now, so.
This right here looks bad.
Yeah, this looks real bad. Mountain, I guess. We're gonna get over it one way or another, either in control or out of control, but we're over it. So
there's a truck stuck.
Yeah, a truck.
18-wheeler.
Another 18-wheeler stuck on the mountain. Oh, he's in bad shape. He's getting ready to jackknife just any time. He was bad shape. He's up against
Looks like he might have hit the median or two.
Yeah, he's up against the barrier. I would have never made it in that car. Why on earth I didn't jump in my truck this morning, I just don't know.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be bad. I didn't think it was going to be this bad, though. This is something else.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Oh, man, we made it.
Snow's still flying, too.
Yeah.
Well, we're fishtailing. I don't know if you can see it or not. Whoa, toward the guardrail.
Yeah. Coming in hot.
Coming in hot, Maverick. We'll have to slow it down. Well, I hate to admit it, but the Kentucky side is a lot worse than the Virginia side. They've not done much over here yet. I've got to get up in less than 8 hours and make this trip back. Guess what? I'll be making a four-wheel drive tomorrow, though.
Hopefully, I might have some of it cleared off by then, though.
Yeah.
At least part of most of it, anyway.
If the snow would stop, it would help them out a whole lot.
Yeah.
Well, Adam and I have made it to the Dollar General. Now I'm waiting on my next mode of transportation, which will be a Polaris Razor. So, and my son should be here shortly to pick me up in that.
It was a long ride, I can tell you that.
It was rough, buddy. Even in four-wheel drive, it was rough.
Yeah.
You heard
Four-wheel
of
drive is still sliding.
Exactly. You heard of the movie Planes, Trains, and Automobiles? Well, this is the Eastern Kentucky version called Cars, Four-Wheel Drives, and ATVs. A little further to go.
We made it though. Well, not all.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
We're close.
Here comes the other leg of the cavalry. Peeking out and heading over the other side. Hey everyone, well I have made it home, and it's like I said before, I was never in any danger. I was very lucky in the fact that we had a friend of the family that just happened to be coming across the mountain with a four-wheel drive. If that had not been the case, I would have had to have camped in the car. And I just hope this little video, hope you enjoyed watching it. This is actually a tough video to show because you show that you are vulnerable in different situations, and just wanted to let you know this could be anyone. So if, you know, it's always smart and a good idea to keep cold weather gear and survival items in your vehicle at all times. Appreciate you sticking around, and we'll see you on down the snowy trail. Thanks for watching, folks.